Hey y'all, Phyllis here, southernfrugal.com. Well, I was shopping at Aldi's yesterday and I found some asparagus, some really thin, young asparagus. They were great. So it's one of my favorite things and I like to eat them semi-raw. So what we're in effect going to do is blanch them first. And I'm really only going to blanch them for about 30 seconds. And I'll show you how I eat them. Mr. Bucky does not like asparagus. Alright, so first of all, you want to cut off the part that when you break it, wherever it breaks, that's where you want to cut them off. Because the bottom part's going to be tough. So it won't break there. Right there on that one. Okay, so we've got a full pound, and what we're going to do is put them in boiling water, and I'm only going to do it for about 30 seconds. Now to the water I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and this is going to cause the color to really brighten up. So just 1 little teaspoon right in the water. Alright, so I'm just going to put them all in at one time. That's 1 pound. Go ahead and put the lid back on, let it come back to a boil, which it's already almost there. And I'm going to start timing it now because it's at a real low boil. And I do have my burner up on high. Make sure they're all down in that hot water. Okay, so I'm timing now. I've got about 15 more seconds to go, and I'm going to take them right out, and then I'm going to put them down in some ice water to stop that heat. So this is going to make them very, very crispy. Okay, time's up. So now I'm going to take them all out. Let me turn this down so you can see. I've already got my ice water here. That'll cool them off right away. Oops. Alright, so we're just going to let them sit in this ice water until they've completely cooled down, which really won't take very long at all. Now, of course, asparagus are very healthy for you. Let me turn this up a minute. There. Okay, so asparagus are very healthy for you, and I think, from what I understand, they're probably a little bit healthier if they're cooked. Wait a minute, y'all are not. There. They're really healthier for you if they're cooked, kind of like tomatoes with the lycopene. Your body can use it if the tomato is cooked. You don't really get the benefit if the tomato is raw, but we still eat raw tomatoes, right? So I'll just tell you my little story on the background of these little asparagus. So this was many years ago, about probably a good 20 years, maybe longer. We went to, it was like a reception for school administrators for the state, and they held it in the big museum in Columbia. So it was sort of semi-formal. You know, the guys wore suits and ties, and the ladies wore, you know, sort of dressy dresses. And so we got there and we were mingling with everybody. There were probably, let me just guess and say, maybe 1,000, maybe 1,500 people. There was a really big area in the museum. And so we were, you know, just kind of mingling around the little table where they had all the hors d'oeuvres, and they had a table that had fruits and one that had different kinds of vegetables. And one of the vegetables that they had was asparagus. So that's the first time I had ever had asparagus that were semi-raw. And so they had this little dip. It was like a ranch dip to go with it. So we had our little plates and our little punch, and I think they were serving wine also. And so I had a couple of the asparagus. And then I went back and got a couple more, and then I went back and got a couple more, and finally it just got downright embarrassing. So Mr. Bucky does not like asparagus, but I told him, I said, go get me some more of those. So he came back with a plate. He had probably 10 on it. I ate every one of them. I just loved them. So we were planning, after this little reception thing, we were going out to eat to one of our favorite restaurants. Our whole group was going it was called Elite Epicurean. Now I think it's closed now, but we used to go there a lot. It was a delicious Greek restaurant. So we get in there, and of course I'm not hungry at all. I mean, not at all. But anyway, that's kind of my story on the asparagus. I just absolutely loved them. Now, you really can't get these year-round, or at least I haven't found that you could. They're an early spring crop. Now, these particular ones came from Peru, but you'll start seeing them in the store probably, my guess would be in maybe April, those that are grown here in South Carolina and in other places. And then by about June, they're pretty much all gone. But I love them now. I like them cooked too, but I super like them like this. Okay, so I'm going to take these out of that ice water now. Let me turn this down so y'all can see what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do is put them on one of these little towels. These little, I call them diaper towels that I got from Walmart. And just dry them off. Just spread them out in the towel. And then just kind of dry them off. Now these are the same containers. These are the salad containers from Walmart. I use them for a lot of different things. So I'm just drying them off a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to get some ranch dressing out of the refrigerator, and we're going to have some of these. So hold on. Alright, we are back, and I am ready to have some of these delicious asparagus. There's my little plate, and I've got me a little container of ranch dressing, and this is just the ranch dressing that comes from Aldi's. Alright, y'all. Dipped it in there. Just beyond belief delicious. Crispy all the way down. So good. So I'll eat all these probably in about the next 10 minutes as soon as I cut the camera off. These I'll put in the refrigerator, and probably by tomorrow night they'll all be gone, and I'm the only one eating them. There they are. Yeah, they are so good, y'all. And they're super, super healthy for you. I would really encourage you to try them this way. And even if you don't like asparagus cooked, I bet you'll like them this way. You ought to try them. Anyway, so that's it. Asparagus. We'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.